Right now at 11, temperatures this week expected to climb into the 90s. And although it's not officially summer yet, we just started spring, April has been designated Hot Car Death Prevention Month in Florida. That designation came after Ariya's Act became law and took effect last year. Ariya's Act named after 10-month-old Ariya Paige, who died nearly 2 years ago after she was accidentally left in a hot SUV for 5 hours.
News4Jax reporter Ariya Paige explains why lawmakers chose the month of April and why spreading awareness right now matters.
It was during the summer of 2023 when 10-month-old Ariya Paige died after her babysitter left her inside this SUV for 5 hours. It happened on one of the hottest days in July. Nearly a year after Ariya's death, her family successfully persuaded state lawmakers to pass Ariya's Act, a law that designates April as Hot Car Death Prevention Month. I sat down with Ariya's mother and grandmother.
This happened because Ariya was forgotten, and we want to make sure that she's never forgotten. And we also want her name to be associated with this not happening to other children.
It just doesn't make sense. It's an argument I can have every day with anybody. How do you forget a kid?
In 2023, 25 children across the U.S. died from being left in hot cars. Ariya was number 16. Last year, the number of hot car deaths jumped to 40. From 1990 to last year, Florida has ranked number 2 in the nation behind Texas when it comes to hot car deaths. The neighboring state of Georgia comes in at number 5. Ariya's Act calls for various state and local government agencies to sponsor events during April that educate the public on the dangers of leaving unattended children in hot vehicles.
This was significant for it to be in April because it's right before the hot weather comes. But think about now. I mean, we've already hit 90 degrees here.
These cars heat up so fast.
News4Jax meteorologist Mark Collins says we may experience record heat during the first week of April.
And that's going to be a real problem because this heat is coming in about 3 weeks before we typically see our first 90-degree day. So it's important during these early heat waves to remind yourself about what's in your back seat.
It's still unclear how Ariya's babysitter forgot her, but Ariya's family is hoping enough awareness can help prevent another hot car death.
The easiest way to remember your child in the back seat is to simply take off your left shoe, place the shoe on the floor in front of your child's car seat. When you arrive at your destination and exit the vehicle, you're either going to remember what's in the back or you're going to be walking around with only one shoe. Ariya Paige, Channel 4, the local station.
47-year-old Rhonda Jewell was Ariya's babysitter. Jewell was convicted of third-degree murder and child neglect, then sentenced to 17 years in prison. Jewell was recently allowed to bond out while she appeals her conviction.